behind the dark. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Goddess of Light 1111. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning subscribers, welcome back. Again, if you happen to pass by, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. And um, so right now, I don't even know what to say, what not to say. I don't even know what to say and what not to say. Like there is so much. The only thing that I know that is 1,000,000,000% is that I am innocent. You know, I come up to, oh, Heavenly Father, God, the Most High God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, glorious Father, thank you, wonderful Father, thank you for another day to make things right. Thank you so much. And I'm not, I don't need to say thank you here because that's something that, I try to do with my Heavenly Father. But um, to the point where that, you know, I know at this point a cycle should be closing because I am like literally lost for words of the amount of work that I've done, the amount of information that I've found, and what was supposed to be happen. And like everywhere that I go, every places that I go, now people are juggling entities instead of juggling entities. So it wasn't because I was afraid or whatnot. But I realized that, their friends was juggling entities so they can, so I mean, it's just like crazy. I don't even know what to say. I am literally shocked. It's just, I felt like, it's time that, I might even let this channel go because there's so many negativity that happened in that channel. And the fact that I was black from my channel because I was defending myself out of something that I didn't do. So, and then the fact that today, like I can telling you guys that in 2020, in 2022, I did pay for, to making sure my credit was okay. I usually check on my credit. So, but when I become financially unstable, I canceled all of this, even Equifax, some of it and stuff like that. They were still taking money from me. They were supposed to do some report. I never get the money back, and I didn't say anything about, it. So recently, I was been, there's things that I paid that are still inside, that's still on my credit. So what I did was I tried to check, and then I realized that I saw an address. I'm like, but I don't know the address. I've never lived there. It didn't make no sense. I know that people try to calling me crazy or whatnot. That's what I'm saying. I have been thinking about all of these things that's been going on around me in my life lately and recently. I was in awe. So since there was a lot of conflicts that's going on, the conflicts is not with me now because people are about to get some heavy karma. There was judgment around a lot of people, and there was karma that is around a lot of people. So, um, and I take a picture of the address. I take a selfie of it, and then since you guys, since nobody wanted to help me, nobody's allowing me to get a job. So for those of you that does not know, I went to drive. I went to drive with Lyft, but the same thing is happening. These people are still, it's like forcibly, literally, they are forcefully, sending entities inside my vessel. Even when I'm trying to protect myself, they find different ways. Like it's like I protect my throat chakra, and then they figure another way to do it. So I don't know who the scientist and who's doing all of that. Um, so, and then when, and the reason that I did this and stuff like that is because that, I'm already homeless. So, I mean, I am sleeping in my car, and nobody, I'm already sleeping in my car, and nobody wanted to give me justice for something that I didn't do. But then I realized this is all about because I am an orphan, Jules. It's not all about because, that I am chosen. It's not because that I did anything. Um, the fact that, now they're like, oh, this person or that person, this thing or that thing, they were supposed to be, they collaborate to protected me, but instead of them protected me, they were playing my game. They were playing game with me, try to sabotage me instead. So it's kind of like the same thing. So again, there was so much behind the scene. Nobody will know that. I will never thought about that. Even when I did, oh, I decided, like I said, there's so much going on. I don't even know where, so I might be going back and forward with all of this, and after that, I'm gonna put an end to this. Solana Lemon, trust no one. I know. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, Solana. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, so there's a whole house. There's a house. My name is on a house. I'm sleeping in my car now, you know, but there's a house under my name, literally. So I drove to Decatur. I drove to Decatur and found a house. I found a house that is on my name. Now, I don't know who else this house name is under. So now let me give you guys a rundown on this house. In 2023, in 2023, wow, as I was bullying, like I say, I was in a better place. I didn't have to be worried. Even when I was worried that, they are trying to kick me out of the apartment, I was still in a place of where I can hearing, when I had all, I can hearing people thought, especially when they were communicated, I can hearing them while I was in my room. I heard this man say that, that they were planning for me to go to the house. They were planning. So the emperor plan was, that he was planning to keep me away from the world, away from family, away from friends and family. So they were planning to have me go into this house. So I don't know whether they were planning, like, so what they were trying to do, to be specific, they were planning to having me to get some type of trouble. If I don't get some type of trouble, is to get me to be homeless, like where I am right now. Once I become homeless, because they are collaborate with a lot of people. Like I said, these people went some dark place to thinking all that diabolical stuff. So once I get to a dark place where I don't have no help, no support from friends, family, my children, and things like that, or anyone else, they were gonna try to rescue me and have me inside the house. So because I was giving the readings, I was being truthful. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you for the love and sending them right back at you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So since they didn't they wasn't expected for me to actually say anything, because the emperor have a few people. I don't know if they collected money from these people, but what they were doing is that they were gonna trafficking me. They were gonna work trafficking me while I'm at the house, which is mean that they were supposed to annihilate me from my entire family, which is that they did that just right. I do have family. They don't help at all. I don't have any supports from any of them. So because of that, this man had planned. They have a house. My name is in the house. So now I gotta try to figure out how I'm supposed to do this because my name is in a house. I don't know if they're just, you know, just do an address. I don't know if they just change my address. So do you know that how bad this is? The fact that they were trying to say that I am crazy. The address is the address it's on my name. The house, it's a house, a multi called multi-family. Yeah, it's a multi-family house. So it's on it, the address got my name on it. So I went to the house, I went there and called the police and stuff. But the dispatcher started playing my game. So which means that somebody already get to them and tell them that, they're not showing up. So the police wasn't gonna come because I wanted to do a report right there. But she keep asking me when I was talking to the dispatcher. I told her that I said, you're not a dispatcher um that's honest, are you? I told her that. And she was like, well, I'm trying to get the information. And she keep asking me when this happened. Busy Express, this is so sad. I'm sorry that you're going through this. You have to trust God in this and keep praying. Oh, I do. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I was shocked. I truly was shocked. The fact that I went to the house and called police. Even the lady, the dispatcher, like I said, I told her, I said, you're not real, are you? Because she was started playing game. She started playing game and she told me, so when I started questioning her, she told me that, hold on, and they're gonna send. So what I did, that I stay within 35 minutes and stuff like that, just so I have something that I know that there was no police show up. Thank you, Breezy. I appreciate you. So I was literally shocked. The fact that the fact that there wasn't nobody planning to come in because people was, and then the fact that they start juggling just to making me afraid. The wall started travel to making me afraid. I felt like when I said the wall, a lot of people doesn't the wall mean different places. Unfortunately, some of them take it the wrong way, that the wall started traveling, to, I don't know whether if it was for my safety or my protection, but I felt like, it was more a game things. So for me to be afraid. But yeah, I have a house. I went there and stay by the house, 4076, blah, blah, blah. So now I have to sitting there that the reason this house, what they say is that, oh, they were planning to annihilate me. Like I say, my children wasn't supposed to go with me. So it was just going to be me. Maybe they'll put me in the basement or they'll put me in a room that I wasn't allowed to, to go anywhere because they wanted me to collaborate in giving readings for the Queen of Wands. They wanted me to give readings for the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. That was the plan, to give readings for the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, because the Emperor told the Queen of Swords that I am grounded. I am grounded, that I am balanced and things like that. So I was supposed to give reading for these people. And on top of that, you know, um, you know, I'm waiting. I deserve an apology for this. I deserve an apology for this because here I am. Here I am, started a creativity because of God giving gifts. So now I'm being pushing out of it because of people want to trafficking me. People wanted to sex trafficking me When that does not working, so they want to work trafficking me. So, at this point, it didn't become just that, a week of crimes, but this is just more like, well, we don't like you. We don't like you because you refuse to let us oppress you. You refuse to let it, bully you. You refuse to let us control you. So this is like, so basically I'm a victim of racism and prejudice that I have to struggle because I refuse to, be submissive to these people. I refuse to admit it myself to them, so that I have to struggle. What happened to when justice was supposed to be fair and just and right? What happened to that justice where we're supposed to being fair and just and right? Because the king of wands has a contract with the walls, so they are loyal to the king of wands. What happened to being fair, just and right? I will never hurt anybody, no matter what's going on in my life. This is not about, like, oh, I'm not protected or anything like that. When these people are doing certain things and stuff, it's because that is just a group of people, not just one person. And then they have like different type of entities. So can you imagine if I wasn't an archangel, if I wasn't the chosen one? Because this is not just like, okay, these folks are like younger than me, older than me, middle age and stuff like that. You have people, places, things, situation, businesses, and all collaborated to bully me, to bully me. And the fact that I spoke the truth and stuff, people wanted to making me look like I'm crazy because I told the truth. Because I told the truth. So right now I'm trying to figure out the best way and stuff. The best way I'm supposed to live my life. Because there was nobody that I can trust. Nobody that I can trust. None. None. Because the most betrayal that I had is coming from people that I know, and they don't know that they were allowing people to manipulate them, to bully them, to making sure that if they turn their back on me, that they will lose too. They don't think they're going to lose also. I am like lost for words, but unfortunately, there will be nobody sending no more entity. Not only that I took my power back, but anybody that tried to send any entity and stuff, they will meet with their maker as above so below in 3Ds. And the funny part is the fact people know that I was supposed to defending myself. That's the reason they were trying to control, oppress, and stuff like that. It wasn't because that I was afraid of protected or, doing anything. It's because that for me, as an angel of balance, I like to know that giving people a chance to do the right things. I lead in a way where Jesus lead, to making sure I give people a chance to do the right things. When the 4 of 1 decided that they wanted to start controlling, they wanted to started tracking me, and then started working with these people. It's the same thing. Even while I'm in here, people are giving messages to the empress. They are giving messages to the emperor. Like, no matter what I do, they are still keeping tab. They are still following me. There is like some kidnapping cars that have been following me. There is kidnapping vans, kidnapping cars that are following me. Literally. I guess those people, you call them the hitmen and stuff. The hunters. Yeah, there is those hunters, there is people that are still hunting me from here just because they wanted me to keep a secret. They do not want me to speak about what they have done to me. I will not shut up. I will not be quiet because I was innocent when I was giving readings online. They know that I was okay. So there is people that still, I know that whenever that I say the Queen of Cups name, so they are still tracking me, start following me, creating burdens and stuff because they don't want me to say anything about the Queen of Cups. But you're gonna have to understand there was so many Queen of Cups that is involved. Most of the water sign or high priestesses, they are Queen of Cups. So if you are gonna tracking me, following me, you better make sure that you have the right Queen of Cups, because I stay to myself throughout this entire situation. I have stayed to myself. I have protected myself. I have defended myself. And I don't think, like, no matter what's going on, who has contract with what, with whom and stuff, that I have every right to defend it myself, to protect myself. So like I say, within 1,000 feet, any low vibrational entities or energy as above so below in 3Ds, you're sent towards me. They will meet with my maker. They will meet with their master. Son of Anarchy, you say, yes, girl, don't worry, you got this. It's not even about that. It's the point that you find out, like, people actually, put you in situation that, and when you tell the truth, other people turn around and telling you you are a liar. And then they don't say that I'm a liar. They just turn around and telling me that, you know, I'm not allowed to defend myself. I'm not allowed to defend myself. Hello, people. I'm not allowed to defend myself, and I have no, it's kind of like, oh, we are entitled to you because you are an earth angel. No, nobody gonna control me. Like I said, when I was giving readings, I was safely walking on my own, but these folk decided, these scammers, these gang members, these gangs, these groups, this group, they decided that they want to come after me because these men know that they literally make up a whole story. They make up a whole cases. They make everything's up about me. All this stuff, they make things about me because I have never lived in that place, never know what it is. If it wasn't in my credit, doesn't that so fraudulent things? Doesn't that frauds? Oh, I didn't have to listen to them. I actually went to the place. I actually went to the place, a house that's under my name. I don't know if it's under my name, but the address is on my name. There's the address on it with a whole house on my name. I drove there and stayed by the house. But now they are lingering, they are slowing things down to unalive me. They are slowing things down because that's what they say now. So they are trying to slow things down so that because to affected my health. Literally. Even when I ask God, Son of Anarchy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Even when I asked God this morning, he said, yes, they are slowing things. They are slowing things down to affect your health. But don't worry. I got you. I'm coming for all of them. I'm coming for all of them. Too dark, we can't see you. Oh, I mean, listen, I am just borrow this, I'm just borrow little places here, that, I usually stay in my car. So hold on. Give me a second. I don't, I am no longer a, I don't have a place on my own. So you guys already know that. Ooh, all right. so that we can see. See, there you go. Yeah, I've been cooking in the sun because it be so hot outside in the car. So I pretty much spending all my time in the car. So I've been pushed. I have been pushed to become homeless out of something just because these people want to steal, just because they want to steal my light, because they want to steal energies, they want to steal, they want to, again, these, how do you call them? This sex occult, this sex cult, this. I mean, this is so much behind the scene. When I say this is so much, I have no idea that how I end up in this. I have no idea how I end up in these things. I don't know how. I don't know how. I have been single for so many years now. So many years. So now I have to deal with the fact that when I went to take some action, people try to telling me, "Oh, you just in your head, you just crazy, so you're not worthy to defend yourself, you're not this, you're not that." So now you silly. But thank you, I appreciate it. So now I have to sitting there dealing with all of this nonsense. A house in my name. And then they're sitting there juggling. So to anyone that is juggling, like I say, I call judgment for those entities to take revenge on anybody. Anybody that are sending any entities, I don't care, I don't even care if you are my own flesh and blood. You try to juggling any entities inside my vessel, I call judgment to return this entity back to sender 1,000-fold, and they will attacking you until they eat every last flesh in your body. Because I have been very nice until I realized that people sitting there try to abuse their power and then laugh about it and thinking like it's funny. I spent 5 years. I spent 5 years struggling while people buy houses on my name, while people got, living their good life off of me. So now I do not care about material things, but I do care about living the rest of my life that God gave me in peace. I care about living in health, in peace, the way I'm supposed to be living it. And I'm not going to back off until justice is served. And I call for these people to get arrested because I didn't do anything wrong. This was a spiritual awakening. I was awake perfectly fine. My third eye chakra, like I say, I literally heard this man say that, what we're going to do is that we're gonna making sure if she's not a troublesome person. So like how they get, they try to get people in trouble, like they try to get the oldest, because I realize that I can telling you guys that those are facts. Everything that I'm saying, a bunch of older women, even if they have family, even if they have children, they take them away from their children and then they put them in a hotel or they put them in the basement, like a low vibrational things, and then they give them a dog. They give them a dog to keep them company. And then after that, they annihilated them. They're making sure that they brainwash them to give messages for, to give messages for the rich and the wealthy. So that you give messages for the rich and the wealthy while you live like a nobody and hibernated all the damn time. The Lord say, revenge is mine. There will be no peace for the wicked. I have not calling judgment for the people that I know that I need to do that. So now it's time for some conflict. It's time for some, because when I had enough, I was bullied so much. I take it upon myself to ask for help. They said that I was I was in my head. I had mental illness, but then there's a whole house and that my name is in it. But I have proven it. But then they still try to slow things down. That's why they have camera where I am. They have camera everywhere that I am, that I cannot go anywhere without being followed, tracking, stalking. But this could have been, justice could have been done. This could have been done. All that I had to do is go to the doctor and stuff like that, because these folks sending so many entities, their friends were sending entities inside my vessel to steal energies so that they can receive offer online. So they were receive offer online by using entities on my vessel, and that's the same thing they were doing, and then sending them to keep me stuck in my head, sending them for me to be trapped, stuck, in my head, so that way I can give messages for them. So I can continue give messages for them. And then on top of that, the 4 of Wands and stuff like that, they decided that all of them, they were the want to combine, to steal energies, to steal any entities. They're sending entities to steal, to make me worry, to drive me crazy, to see if I'm gonna go crazy. Every single day, every single day, I talk to God today. Literally say that. And I've warned these people and so many times, if anything happened to me, they're gonna meet my maker. My warrior never left. You see, those little entity things, they know that I can handle them. They know that I can handle them. They know that I can handle them. It wasn't the dreams. This man this man coming after me, tried to seduce me and stuff like that. And I saw him, and while he's coming and hug me, I push him. But then once I push him, I see a different, complete person. It's like a whole demons. And what I did, I push him. I say, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. Get out of my house. I push him at the door, and then bare naked. He tried to come in and, holy God, holy God, holy God. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to return every entities you try to send in my vessel. I'm going to return them back to you. And I'm calling judgment for them to attacking you. You see how, sometimes when we do things, sometimes people abuse animal, and then they start retaliated. That's when this animal going to do to you. Because there's somebody that is right next to me, stuff like that, keep juggling while I am here. I live my life according to God. I stay in the upright. It's not because I'm not protected. Like I say, while I'm in at my place twice, when I used to live in an apartment, they were doing like a death spell on me. And I heard that evil eyes, evil eyes, evil eyes 3 times. And by the time that I woke up, there was this humongous man. He put me in a box. He put me and my children in a box. And he said, stay there. He said, stay there. I'll be right back. And when I look up, there was a glass box, well, the top is glass. I can see what's going on. There was a storm. It was all dark. So I know God was with me because God told me that every time you see any dark cloud, that's mean I am around. So I know God was with me, and the man put me there, and he told me that he'd be right back. And by the time I opened my eyes and stuff like that, that's when he go after that little bitch that was coming after me, that was trying to do this. At 4 a.m., I looking out in my window, she was running into her white Ford hybrid car. I can never forget that. There was three heifers that coming after me. These three witches while I am at this hotel and stuff like that. He stand. It was in my dream. They coming and try to play any game, and he also standing right. He's standing right there. He told them, I won't touch her if I were you. He said, I hope you'll turn around. He said, you wouldn't want to do anything. And then I wake up again. They just turn around, like how witches be sneaky and stuff like that. Today I have to tell this lady, I say, I call judgment for those, whatever you try to send in my vessel. I want to see, try to figure, what I'm supposed to do financially and things like that. Like I say, I have nothing to hide. I'm trying to figure myself out. This lady come in over there where I was to try to sending entities inside my vessel. And then she started giggling when she heard me say that. I call judgment on you. They will return back to you and they will hunting you. I felt like that my feminine energies and stuff like that, she's been too sweet, too kind, and people try to keep doing the same thing to me. So it's now that I'm start taking action. People need to stop this juggling because I was innocent. And by the way, for people to say that when I started my channel, I was not driving. I had already stopped driving. I started my channel on a Sunday. I remember that because that was the last time that I was driving. I had already stopped driving in 2020. So I was not, the world cannot say that, oh, I was driving. That's the reason that they didn't let me. I had already started driving. Yeah, in 2016 and 20, well, I've been driving since 2013, I think. I was driving with the ride share. So it didn't start while I was, because when I was in my channel, I only spent a good 6 months, and then after that I was being under attack because their partners realized that I'm actually can heal from the entities they were sending and people brain and stuff like that. So yes, you need to keep that on. Don't sitting there remove it because they were sending entities inside people brain to connect with their brain to make them speed and have an accident. So since they couldn't doing that, I stopped driving because in 2016 I had an accident, and after I had an accident and stuff, it's kind of my whole entire life went haywire. But it's kind of like I figured it out. They might have even manipulated me to get off my job. I spent 19 years in one job. They could have manipulated me to get off my job because I was driving for them part time so I can focus on drive with them full time so they can try to do what they need to do. So once I start telling the truth, because I realized that, I start getting complaints, but I have never get any complaints. I'm the good girl. I'm the workaholic. I work and I know my job backwards, forward, straight, sideways. Nobody can tell me anything about my job. I was offered promotion while people was to struggle get promotion. I was offered it like freely. Yeah, that was a lesson. 707. So yeah, that was a lesson. See, that's the truth. So whatever that I'm just saying here is the truth and nothing but the truth. Anybody that is here, so since there's two of you, look at your time, 7:07. So that was a lesson. So they were trying to, they were trying to get me. They were trying to get me off my job, get me fired off my job so I can drive for them full time. But what I did, I didn't drive, I didn't get fired. I take it early retirement and stuff. But now, come to think of it, listen to your intuition is a thing, because, like I said, at this point, I wasn't awakened yet. But in 2016, they even manipulated my mom to tell them that I was a different sign, because just in case things went sideways, they did all of this extra stuff. They had like major plan to bully me if things come out. The same thing they try to do here, like coming in on my back. Baby, I'm not afraid of you. Like I say, you come on my back, you're gonna be stuck. Not only you're gonna be trapping your head for coming on my back, and I call judgment for you to be arrested. You're gonna get arrested, get in trouble, and then purpose is gonna catch you with some tickets as above so below in 3D. F y'all, because I didn't do anything wrong to deserve all of this. I deserve to defend it myself. I deserve to protect myself, because that you cannot choose me because I'm a chosen or earth angels, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna breadcrumb with you. We're gonna breadcrumb with you for your energies, or we're gonna breadcrumb with you because when I was online, I was doing the work. Nobody was complaining about it. Nobody was complaining about it. They didn't say why she works so much. But you're like, well, it might be easier. So they figured that it might be easier to get me offline if I'm not giving reading for myself. Excuse me. If I'm not giving reading for myself, so I will give it for those, and then all they will do is breadcrumb me. So you want me to become homeless while you are living a good life. Shame on you. Shame on you. I didn't betray nobody. Y'all betrayed yourselves. Y'all betrayed me, because that everybody has the choice to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to participate. You cannot say you have a contract to slow things down, or you have a contract to do da 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 da, da, but you're still, even if there was some type of investigation, okay, I'm okay with that. I didn't have to sitting there doing no readings at all. I don't have to defend it myself. I could have just but why you try to bully me? So now you're like, well, we'll slow things down so that way that we can sacrifice her to the devil. I'm not afraid of the devil. I will break his necks and his horn and stuff and blind his two eyes. I am looking forward because, like I say, they will make my maker, and they will see the warrior that within me. Your friends wanna play that little game and stuff like that, let them play a game. The devil has no friends. I can telling you that. He has no friends. I'm not afraid of the dark. In fact, like, I realized that I went through so much in my life. I am not afraid of the dark. I just doesn't want to be a part of y'all, because you're hurting children. You're hurting people. You don't mind to bullying people. But I'm not afraid of the dark. Because any entity, like I said, that coming inside my vessel, they will be eliminated, they will be terminated, disintegrated 1,000-fold, and they will cry out. They will cry their ass out. So you might as well tell your friends and stuff like that, they can stop playing that little game. The devil doesn't have no friends. I know a lot of things. I know a lot of things. That's why he get people to be. That's why he get people to be addicted and stuff. Because once he get them addicted, they become his little bitch. I'm healed enough. I have done a lot of work. I know karma gonna come in after all of you that coming after me. Karma gonna show his. She's gonna show her face. I was mind my own business. I stay to myself. I accept the fact that I accept everything. I even accept them when I know I'm supposed to acknowledge them. I accept not having anybody, not having a support, but what I'm not going to accept is nobody calling me crazy no more. Because I'm gonna call for karma to come in after all of you. I'm calling judgment on all of you. You can play all the little game you want to. Because I know that you'll try to collaborate, you'll try to collaborate, sending and stuff like that to for entity. You always try to poison me. I survive all of that, and if I go to the doctor, there's anything in my bloodstream and stuff like that, all of you gonna go to prison. Whether that, whether that the friends was playing game, yeah, I call judgment. I call judgment on y'all. Y'all don't know. My protector since birth has been Archangel Michael. So yes, I have warriors as protectors, and I have ancestors warrior. I am not afraid of y'all. As a woman and stuff like that, I'm telling you, I will tell the devil, go sit your ugly ass somewhere and take them ugly ass people who does not know that they will pass away and they will go under there and they will burn in that fire with you. So when you decided that you want to sitting there coming in and violated my boundaries and stuff like that, violate these people doing witchcraft, you didn't tell those dumbasses to stay away from my life. So I don't have to feel, I don't have to be petty for you because you all wanted to sitting there playing my game, collaborate to playing game with me because you all wanted the Queen of Swords to give messages. You wanted the Queen of Swords to give messages. Look at where we stay at. You wanted the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands to give messages. Nobody voluntarily to say, hey, you know, yeah, some of you gonna get karma. I can hear it. Some of you, a lot of people gonna get karma. Judgment Day is here. Judgment Day. Watch the sky every single day. You know what? I kept that to myself yesterday. I saw a star in the middle. I saw the star fly wide open in the middle of the day. I didn't even know there was anything going on. I saw the star flew right in front of my face. I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. But I was saying because I don't think the person that I was around me, I don't think she saw it because she was talking shit about me. I don't think she even saw it. I don't think she even saw it. So y'all wanted to play games so the Queen of Swords can give reading? Okay. Okay. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. That's fine. I hope the Queen of Swords give you all a place to stay. I hope the Queen of Swords making sure that, when you're in hell, I hope that she protect you in hell. because she sent a homeless man. They sent a homeless man today to come in and playing game, to come in and juggling with me. And then after that, another lady. I'm like, these folks are crazy. I mind my own business. Yeah, they are all under judgment. Everybody was keep calling judgment on me. Everybody was keep calling judgment on me. Now, when I was doing readings, right? When I was doing readings, it was the sweet, kind, caring, and loving person. Nobody wanted to say anything. And the funny part is, everybody that's collaborated, they, the Empress and the Queen of Cups, the Emperor told them that, oh, she's an Earth Angel. It's okay to collaborate with her. She's very balanced and things like that. But I didn't realize that the fact that he's sitting there advertised me to those people, but then they were all taking advantage of me and stuff. So it's like, you know, uh, I had no idea that, the Queen of Swords was calling judgment. The world is calling judgment. I mean, can you imagine? I'm just the friends, the world, the Queen of Swords. I am one person, so everybody was calling judgment on me. You don't expect me to call judgment on your for justice to be served. Yes, I am calling judgment because I am in earth angels as angels of balance. I have every right to call judgment because I have done nothing wrong with nobody to nobody, and I deserve to, I deserve, like I say, to live my life. Whether that I get a job, whether that I do anything and stuff like that, I deserve to making sure that I live the life that I'm supposed to, because then nobody gonna try to come in after you, attacking you just because of who you are. And then people felt like you're not allowed to say anything about that because they were expected me to dragging me into a woman stuff just to give messages for other people. But now everybody felt like, well, I'm gonna call judgment on you. I'm gonna do it. You have been doing everything my turn. This is my turn because I did not do anything to y'all. Y'all have a life. Don't be so greedy. You have house, you have a car. Be content with what you get. Y'all try to push me to be in a place so y'all can unalive me. This thing gonna come turn out right. Just listen to that thunder. That's a warning. This ain't not gonna turn out God, because like I say, God is not gonna sitting there be like, well, you just kill another earth angel. We're just gonna go drinking, singing kumbaya together. The Queen of Wands wanted to sabotage me by playing game. They collaborate with the Empress. They collaborate with the Empress, the King of Pentacles. They were determined. Oh, don't forget now. Everybody's determination for me to be in a lack. They were determined for me to be in a financial lack, for me to be because the emperor felt like, it's not he felt like, the emperor literally said that if I am in debt, that I'm gonna hurry up, I'm gonna be desperate. They felt like if I am in debt, I'm gonna be desperate, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, we're gonna rescue her. She's gonna give messages. um we're gonna slow her down. We're gonna slow what she does, and then we're gonna give it to the west. We're gonna give to the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Queen of Cups. We're gonna give what she does to the rest of the world while we still breadcrumbing her. That was their plan the entire time. So I lost my family to nothing, for nothing, for nothing. And the fact that they went to talk to their friend is sitting there like, oh, let's just juggling. Their friends, everybody, they just call judgment and then start juggling. Some of these people, some of these people that was even doing death magic end up hurting themselves by doing death spell. And I am glad that they watch my every move, knowing that I didn't go anywhere, but calling judgment now, or I'm calling judgment. I want my life back and I want justice to be served because I will take action when it's come to justice. When I went to Decatur, I realized that the house is actually a house for real. Oh no. They sabotage themselves. They sabotage themselves because everybody know I don't got no house. Everybody know that my black behind sleep in my car. So how do I end up with a house? So they end up sabotaging themselves by playing game and stuff like that because there is people that is hiding in this house. There is people that hiding in that house because they were watching juggling while as I was waiting. Because they had already somebody already told them that I was going over there. Because remember there was camera in my car, they watch there was already know where I was going. Excuse me. What these folks doing now? So they were spying, some of them that were spying for the 4 of 1s when they were coming in my car. So if I'm protected myself, I won't let the entity come in inside my vessel. They try to get complacent and stuff, try to talk in code and try to be like, oh, we need to take legal action and stuff like that because I'm trapped in my head just because that I'm unable to, the entities unable to communicate, we're unable to see that, but you're spying for the 4 of 1s because you'll get a discount on your you'll get a discount on your ride. So you see that I have to put my life in a line. Like God said, do not tempt it me. So I have to put my life in a line just so that just so that I can help. Just so that I can help my children. But then they don't care either because I slept in my car. Because I felt like it's safer to be there. But in spite that, I drove people to their destination safely with less of what I deserve. They still want to send entities and stuff in my vessel they are tracking it, watching it. Oh, is she gonna have a heart attack? Is she gonna get some type of illness? Is she gonna be sick? Is she gonna be trapped in her head? That's what they're watching. They're watching, they're smiling, they literally like psychotically. People literally psychotically sitting there like watching. I don't know what's going on, but they are spying through entities now. That's what I say. I call judgment for anybody that sent entities inside my vessel for them to, to return the favor, for them to return the favor and become destruction and go back to whomever that sent them 1,000 for because you have no right to do that. I do not bother you. I do not know. I don't even know how to do that. but to return to sender, because you have no right to come in inside my vessel. I don't care if you are the demon from hell. Like I say, I will whip your leg apart, cut your toes, your nails, whatever that I can think of, whip your eyes right out of your eyes for coming and violating my body. Because I'm sick of people trying to keep doing this. A spiritual warfare that there was a time it come to an end. We are in the fifth year, which is about change, transformation, ending. So instead of your doing that, your continue is like, okay, well, shoot, she's too grounded. We cannot get her in trouble. We cannot get her, into legal trouble. So now we're gonna try to do this. Nope, not today, Satan. Not today. Not today. Because I come when I was doing readings. There was nothing. There was no such thing as anything coming inside my vessel. So how come now we have to have something in someone's body? What is wrong with y'all? Like I said, they will return back to sender and they'll become destruction. Because I realized that my feminine is just like she been dealing with this for so long. She tired. It's time for the masculine to wake up and start to swinging the swords. Like I'm not even tired, but I look tired because I have to deal with stupidity. We are living in a world where nobody cares about human right anymore. Nobody cares about human right anymore. Even if it was, even if it was a game, why would you wanna put my? Why would you wanna went and put my name and an address? That's what I'm trying to go having an investigator because I want to know who's living in that address. Why would they try to do something like it? Because it's a forge. They think like it's funny and stuff like that. No, um in the lower term and stuff like that, there was nothing funny about that because if anything happened and stuff like that, I will be end up in prison if anything happened in this because of my name there. So there was nothing funny to laugh about. It seemed like anything that I have to do for me to have justice, I had to do it myself. 5 whole years, 5 whole years that I had to sitting there dealing with this the same thing over and over, except that everybody has their own plan for Natasha, except that Natasha is not allowed to defend herself. She's not allowed to speak the truth. She's not allowed to say anything because everybody has their plan. Everybody has their own plan. You're not allowed to do this, that. You're not allowed to do anything. I tried to go get a job. No, you can't give her no job. She's an influencer. She speak online. If you give her a job and stuff like that, blah, 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 people are like, oh no, she's a troublemaker. Nope, we don't want to do that. You don't think that I'm gonna get my life together. I don't want nothing from nobody. I just want my life back. Like back off, leave me alone. Go do something with yourself. The same people that, y'all pick up people in the street, manipulated them, to do your things and stuff like that. Train them how to do those things. Because I have a godly contract. There's a difference, a godly contract. I do not have any contract with any company, but I have a godly contract. The four of wands has no right to telling me what I can do. My family has no right to telling me what I can do with my life. They rejected me. I know when time to go. The four of wands doesn't have any right to telling me how to live my life, because I was balanced, I was grounded, I was disciplined, I was free, still free. Not my family, not my mom, not my dad, not my brother, not no ex, not my children. They do not have any right over my life. I'm not incompetent. And I would write my own will and stuff like that. I do not want my children to do anything for me nor my family. Because when I needed them the most and stuff, it's not because I'm in my ego. When I needed them the most and stuff like that, they didn't care. So who the heck is the emperor, and who the heck is all of these people think they want to control my life? Ain't nobody gonna control my life. I will, like I say, watch me. You think that I'm crazy? Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Because you wanted to making sure that I cannot help myself. You wanted to make sure that my mouth is closed, right? You want, they say, closed mouth doesn't get fed. Well, I'm gonna start opening my mouth. I'm gonna start opening my mouth, because I didn't do anything to the world. I didn't do anything to nobody. Being, at first I was thinking like, being an earth angels, maybe, I am being, protected, so that way. But then once again, if I was being protected, why these people are tracking me? Why they keep tracking me? And on top of this, they are tracking me for the Queen of Cups. That's the things that I don't understand. They are tracking me for the Queen of Cups. So, you know, because, for some, that's what I say. I wanted to end this channel completely, because I don't want nobody to sitting there being bombarded me and follow me because I'm an orphan Joe. I don't want people to take advantage of me. And I was okay to, I was okay with that. But I realized that, but then all these other readers and try to take advantage of this situation. And then they having me, that's how it showed that how people are. They wanted to take advantage, by trafficking me to work, and then while they was like, well, um, say Naya, sister, we'll take advantage of you, but we don't want you to be online because you will be overpopular. I don't care about that. I just want my peace. All of you can do readings. I am so honored. It's been my pleasure that you can use your creative pen for me. You're turning me into, racist, because this is about racism, because I'm a black person and I'm not from this state, basically, that you're trying to turn this into a weaker crime. So since I am a, you know, a woman of whatever you call it, I'm an olive color woman. So you'll try to turn this into something is not, but you don't want the world to know that they actually somebody that actually can help the world evolve, that, bring awakening, but you wanna use this for financial gain. You wanna women and bully me, focusing and try to hide me. Emperor boo hoo hoo. You will never put me in that corner, honey. You will never put me, you will never, you will never put me in that basement to abuse me financially in your cruise. Sorry. That one earth angel, one. People like, well, we are friends with the devil and things like that. Do you know that? Do you know they literally say that their partner, the devil, know that I am an earth angel. That's the reason these people went to partner with these devil. That's the with they because I am an earth angel. These people went, they went and collaborated with the devil because they are afraid of this earth angel right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do to them, but they went and collaborated with the underworld, and then these folks, excuse me, started juggling high priestesses. They start juggling high priestesses to hold on to my creativity so that they can get what they want. So like I say, if you try to come in my vessel, don't mind what I do. Don't mind what I do, because I told you no. No mean no in the first place. I don't call you, don't show up. Because I wouldn't share, I will not share. Thank you for the love, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I am literally in awe. Angel 101 and Jill 101. Hello, Angel. Please, and I can say this, like I say, all my powers are bundled up. It's waiting to go push at any time. So if you come in my vessel, expect to be trapped in your head, and then there was a popo waiting for you once you get in your car. I call judgment on that. You will stop coming on my any low vibrational entities as above so below in 3Ds. That's come within 1,000 feet, 1,000 feet from me with the negative energies and stuff like that. I call judgment on you for you to get being pulled over. I've been like Jesus has been hanging around for a quiet little bit now. Jesus has been hanging around for a very long time. So, being in the Jesus mode all the time and stuff, you'll take advantage of me. No more of that. No more of that. It's time for the warrior to come out and play. It's time for the warrior to come out and play. No more Jesus, because I felt like you're taking advantage of these earth angels for a quiet. If y'all was gonna do the wrong things and stuff, at least people can communicate. Nobody wanna communicate. People just wanna do, and then using I'm not giving them no power, but giving whatever the resources they have to try to, like, putting me, making me feel small, putting me in a corner. People fake try to say they're protecting me, fake say they are, helping me, instead of try to using my gift for financial gain. And I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind anybody try, but we're gonna have to balance that out. We have to balance that out. You can try to abuse that. You cannot try to trafficking me while I'm living in the street. That make no sense. You'll create a whole scenario, a whole cases, court cases. I'm creating my court cases is in the eaters. You guys creating 3D court cases and stuff to get me in trouble. All anybody that is transferring while I'm here, they're gonna be dead. Especially that person that is in the room 300 and stuff that is sending entities inside my vessel. Like I said, they will return back to you. I ask for forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness. They will come back and hunt you. Yeah, they are juggling 2-7. You can't curse me. I have a really big generational curse, baby. I have a really big generational curse, so you can't curse me. Nobody can curse me. I am safe and protected by the grace of God. I make numbers. Uh, the Bible say, you can use 7. It could be a good or bad thing, but for me, I use it that I'm protected and saved by the grace of God. And 7 is the completion. Yeah, I must start taking legal action towards people. Even while I come in and live in a hotel, they are telling They are telling the emperor, they are telling other people, the minute they see me, they are telling the empress and everything. What I got going on in my life. So, um, that's what I said in here, so that when nobody think, well, you need to track her because she was speaking secretly. No, no more speaking. The only thing that I would say that is when I'm praying to God. But after that, anybody that sent any entities inside my vessel, they will be instantly decapitated and terminated and returned back to hell with the person that sent them. There is people, the house that I went today, it looked like it's desolate, but there is people that live, there's people in there, I can tell, because they were spying and then juggling entities, so there might be a dark high priestess. There might be a dark high priestess in there. And these folks decided that they want to collaborate. They might be, collaborate with the emperor, and who else they are collaborate with, it doesn't matter, and I don't care. I don't think, like, again, this gonna become a really an epidemic. It might become worse if they don't take action to stop that, because juggling inside people's body control them, to control them mentally, well, they can't do that to me, to control them. But there is a lot of people that are dying of suicide. There's a lot of people that are dying on the sleep of a heart attack nowadays. There's a lot of people that are dying of cancer. So unfortunately, All I can say that um, there's people that in authority that know I'm telling the truth. Hopefully, before they say that I'm crazy, they can take action and do something before this get out of control. And I don't want nobody to say that, oh, she didn't say anything and stuff like that, because I did warn them. I did tell the truth. But like I say, I'm not going to be a part of them, because I am prepared to fly. And Heavenly Father God, please forgive me if I went out of line today. You know that I'm going to defend it myself. That's the purpose that you give me those swords and the arrow if I need them to use them. And that's what I'm going to do. Anybody that come 1,000 feet from me with some nonsense, I will use my tools and my power. Because most of, some of these people, they are online calling death on people, they are online calling all type of projection on people. They seem just fine. They seem just fine doing it. Because, and like I say, I am grateful the fact that, you know um I will have a little bit of peace of mind. I'm grateful for that, but it's still not no reason for this to continue. This is something that can done civil, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm literally, wow. The other time I was looking like I was cooking, literally. I did the video, you guys can see my face literally look purple. Like these folks was doing so much death magic, I end up looking like death. What, a few days ago? Yeah. Because their friends was using manipulation, because they was using manipulation. Everybody want to keep secrets for their friends, because of their friends that I use, I used to, to be able to figure out what I don't even have to be here. Like I said, I don't even have to be here. I cannot stand where I am right now. And I'm not even talking about like in that hotel room. I just literally can't stand the location where I am right now, because they're keeping secrets. The fact that their friend was trying to sabotage me, manipulated, the situation, and in a way that we get to miss many opportunities by trying to sabotage me by playing my game. Yeah, yesterday I saw a star flying in front of me. Like I said, I didn't know there was a meteorite yesterday. I just heard it today, but I saw the star flying in front of me. I was like, oh my God, it was beautiful, such a color. I saw it. So now, try to keep me stuck. Try to keeping me stuck. They try to keeping me stuck, and then slowly try to having me by keeping me stuck, and then slowly by keep transferring for me to be unalive. Because I was like, okay, I wake up, you know, I already did my psalm, I already did my little prayers and things like that, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm ready for next thing you know, there's the raven, there's the black crows, there's the whatever, there was the I don't know what you call those things, here they are, and I'm like, okay, what the heck did I do now? But then without even, because again, the fact that I have a light, these things I try to be sneaky. So once I black them, and then the high priestess is gonna try to use some type of manipulation, be like, oh, it's good, like, because we know vultures coming out on people as a couple thing, death, they're coming as death, or they come as, to devour, to take and stuff like that. Then they have never have any good intention. Most of these people have been doing like a lot of voodoo. They have been doing a lot of black magic, a lot of witchcraft. I did not sign up for this. Like I said, I'm not afraid of the dark, but I did not sign it for that. Again, some people I sign up to do this, some I sign up to that. I sign up to, you know, elevate people about love, because a lot of people, you know, take a lot of things out of context 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 when it's come to God, when it's come to Jesus, when it's come to love, when it's come to a lot of things. And I know a lot of things about a lot of things, but I'm not given a chance to say, because people want to block me. They want to keep me stuck from giving any type of messages, and still does, because I give a message. I did it twice reading, and I did it, I did it on purpose, because people felt like, I've been called lazy, I've been called all type of name, but then realizing, okay, how am I lazy? How am I lazy if, how am I lazy if I was just I'm being black from, I did a fully three, I think it was a fully 3 minutes readings that only 71 people watch it, which means it never go out. Yeah. Oh, I know. Different tried to sabotage me. Or the scammers, the scammers, the con artists, they took my videos, they were playing games so I can give readings, and then once I give it and stuff, they speed it up, right? They speed it up for it to upload, and then they'll, once they take it, and then they're making sure that it slow down. I've already known that. That's what I stopped giving readings and stuff in that channel. That's what I stop giving readings instead, since they decided they want to bully me to give messages, so I defended myself instead. So thank you guys for like, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm grateful for all the love, for the supports, and I can say that, thus said the Lord of hosts, like snow and summer, rain and harvest. Honor does not fitting for a fool, like a flitting spiral, like a flying swallow. A curse without a cause shall not align. So anybody that, if anybody trying to curse you, you didn't do anything and stuff like that, you just repeat that, and boom. Um, it will, whatever they are trying to do, it will disappear. You can use it if they try to use abomination. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it. And thank you for the like, subscribe, share, and comment. I will no longer try to entertain and being stuck. I will no longer try to entertain and be in my head, because I know that these things, they have no power over me, and nobody can send anything and stuff like that. I don't know what the heck is Michael Ultra is. the But that I'm not entertaining that. Nobody gonna try to put anything on my brain, collaborate anything with my brain and stuff like that, because it is diabolical. Like I say, this entity will turning on them, and they attack their owner, their master. But me, I am the master. I activate to be the master of all dark forces. I am activated my power. I have power, activated my power over any dark forces, any dark entity that I surrounded myself with universal, pure white light and a golden light. There is no power. There's no low vibration over has any power over me, internally and externally. When you see them demonic people, you will see them lamping. They will be looking like they just lost their puppies. When they come in attacking me, they will attack the light, and you will see they're looking like. I can tell a lot about people. Y'all chose the dark side. Stay there. I thank you guys. If you just show up, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up for me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm grateful. If anyone you chose to be, I'm not gonna say the dark side. If you chose to be in a convent, stay there. In a dark convent, stay there. In a group, stay there. In a secret society, stay there. If you chose to be a dark high priestess, stay there. That's what you chose to do. You cannot bully another human being to be a part of who you are unless they say yes to you. That's the universal law. That's God's law. As of right now, that's our law. That's what's supposed to do in the new age. You cannot force people or bullying people to do what you want them to do. That's BS. I do not care what your signs say. I do not care what anybody say. You cannot bullying people into do what you want them to do. We have choice. We say yeah or nay. I say no to all of this nonsense that I just talk about it. Like I say, if you come towards me with any of this and stuff, I have every right to protect myself spiritually. You come at me spiritually, I'm going to defend myself spiritually. You come at me physically, I am going to defend myself physically. You come at me financially, I'm gonna come at you financially. So whichever way and stuff, anybody come at me and stuff, like I say, my masculine energies, that mother lover just woke up, and he'd been a long time coming. What you chose, that's who you are. I chose the light, and I'm gonna stay in the light. I acknowledge the dark now. Don't get me wrong. I acknowledge it. But that does not mean I need to hurt other people. Because and I say that with love and compassion, most of the high priestess that I have met, my heart goes out to them. I have not met a dark high priestess that is in they might have the house, the cars, everything else. But what about your health? What about your children? Why would I want to sitting there, go entertaining something? You have to acknowledge, take responsibility and accountability for what you chose to do. I can do readings all day long. I can do that all day long. I will put these entities in their places. They have to acknowledge that I'm an earth angel. They're gonna respect my boundaries, because every time they turn around, they will be limping, and they will be wearing their glasses. I'm not entertaining this nonsense no more, because I realize this is all a scam. This is a bunch of thieves. Nah. Y'all let the four of wands manipulating y'all. Y'all was doing your things behind the scene. But now you want the world to know that. You want the whole world to know that. You're the dark high priestess. You're the big bad wolf. But you'll come after one person to prove all of that. Make it make sense. The four of wands come after me because they know that I'm healed from MLK Ultra, whatever you call that, literally MK Ultra. While they were using entities to put on people brains and stuff so they can cause them to have accident, for whatever reason and stuff, they realized that I'm actually healed from that. Their partner wanted to abuse me financially for that. Their partner that's stuck in their heads wanted to use me for that. They hired the emperor, they hired the emperor to, to tracking me. And then he become obsessed. And a page mentality. And a childish boy, which is a grown man, that is grown man, like could be my father. Him and their partners and their friends and stuff like that, they become obsessed with me. So they were planning and stuff to have me to go put me in a basement somewhere, but try everything they can to get me in trouble and put me in a basement, annihilated me from family, and then they put in and just abuse me financially. Because they know sexually there's a no for me, though, and it's a no for me financially too. I'm not telling nobody what to do with their lives, but I'm telling myself what to do with mine. No, me, no. And we're going to leave it at that. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you so very much for all the help, the support, and the love. You guys have a blessed night. And they have met my warrior. Good night.